Class, class, class.
Yes.
Quiet, please.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. We're going to be reading a story called "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." Story and pictures by Dave Pilkey. Okay, so "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." That is called the title. What does the title tell us?
The name of the story.
Very good. The title is the name of the story. It says "Story and Pictures by Dave Pilkey." What does that mean? Dave Pilkey did what?
Write the story. Write the story.
Dave Pilkey wrote the story and drew the pictures. Very good. Let me see a magic carpet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I see Khalil is showing me a hand signal. I love that hand signal he is showing me. He wants to make a prediction. Khalil, do you want to make a prediction? What do you want to make a prediction on?
I predicted before Thanksgiving.
Ooh, I'm thinking the same thing as him. Khalil predicts that this story is going to be about Thanksgiving. Why do you think that this story is going to be about Thanksgiving, Khalil? Does anyone want to add to what Khalil is saying? He says that he predicts that the story is going to be about Thanksgiving, but how did he know that? Braden. Excuse me. Braden.
I predict that I'm gonna add. Khalil said that they're gonna eat turkey.
That they're going to eat turkey. Okay, but Khalil made a prediction that this story is going to be about Thanksgiving. How did he know that? Did somebody tell him that this story is going to be about Thanksgiving?
No, you told me.
Raise your hand. Haley, why do you know? How do you know that this story is going to be about Thanksgiving?
Because the kids are trying to catch turkeys.
Very good, because you looked at the front cover and you see that there are turkeys, and the kids are trying to catch turkeys, right? And turkeys are associated with what holiday? Thanksgiving. Good job. Okay, so we know that this says Story and Pictures by Dave Pilkey. So Dave Pilkey wrote the story and he drew the pictures. Do you guys think that this story is going to be fiction or non-fiction?
Fiction. Real fiction.
Fiction or informational text?
Real fiction. Real fiction.
If you think that this story is going to be fiction, first of all, what does fiction mean? Fake. If you think that this story is going to be fiction, I want you to stand up. If you think this story is going to be informational text, I want you to put your hands in the air. Okay, have a seat. Let's take a look, okay? I want everybody's attention. Here we go. What do we call this first page? The title page. Very good. Here we go. 'Twas the day before Thanksgiving, and all through the trees the fall leaves were spinning aloft in the breeze. Rhyming words. Listen carefully. I'll say it one more time. 'Twas the day before Thanksgiving, and all through the trees the fall leaves were spinning aloft in the breeze. Trees rhymes with very good. 8 children had boarded their school bus with grins and hoped that a field trip soon would begin. Good, we're not yelling out. Remember, just hand signal. They sang as they rode through autumn terrains, while visions of drumsticks danced in their brains. Terrains rhymes with
Rain.
Good.
Ow, miss. I saw a chick.
Excuse me. O'er rivers, through woods, with winding and weaves, their school bus sailed on through the new fallen leaves. When out on the road there arose such a clatter, they threw down their windows to see what was the matter. What do you guys notice here? Where are they going? What's going on? Raise your hand. Shh, raise your hand. Jairus, what's going on?
They're going on a field trip to get some chickens. Turkey, you mean?
They're going on a field trip to get some turkeys. Anybody thinking the same? Show me your hand signals if you're thinking the same. Angel disagrees. Angel, can you tell me I disagree because?
I disagree because they're lost.
You disagree because you think they are lost. Okay, let's see whose prediction. Let's see who's right. When what with their wondering eyes should they see but a miniature farm and 8 tiny turkeys?
Good job, Andre.
Good job, Darius. And a little old man so lively and rugged, they knew in a moment it was Farmer McNuggets. Khalil, Jarius, and Grace, please have a seat in your square.
I'm seated. Okay.
He was dressed all in denim from his head to his toe, with a pinch of polyester and a dash of Velcro. And then in a twinkling there heard in the straw the prancing and pawing of each little claw. More rapid than chickens, his cockerels they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Who's this right here?
A chubby name.
What is his name?
A farmer.
Farmer
McNugget.
McNugget. And what are all these things?
Turkey.
Turkeys.
Nuggets.
Very
Like
good.
that turkey.
What do you think is going to happen next?
He's gonna cut the turkey.
Wait, we don't yell out in class.
We don't yell.
Joyla, what do you think is going to happen next?
I predict that they're gonna catch the turkeys.
What do you think they're going to do with the turkeys when they catch them?
Catch them.
Catch them?
And eat them.
And eat them? Dun dun dun. Okay, let's see.
Cut them legs off.
Trey and Jarvis, sit properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Now Ollie, now Stanley, now Larry and Mo. On Wally, on Beaver, on Shemp and Groucho.
What is that?
The turkeys were chunky, with smiley beaked faces, and they greeted the children with downy embraces. I hear all kinds of rhyming words.
Tiny embraces.
So out through the barnyard they ran and they flew, and they gobbled and giggled, as friends sometimes do. Are these turkeys having a good time?
No, they look like a turkey.
How do you know that they're having a good time, Jaylene?
Because they.
Shh, Jaylene, how do you know that they're having a good time? Because they're playing. Very good. Are the
And they're
turkeys
laughing.
smiling and laughing?
No. Yeah.
They are. If you go back to the text, let's reference the text.
See.
The author says here they gobbled and giggled. What does it mean to giggle?
Laugh.
To laugh. Khalil and Angel.
Like you did the other day.
Giggled and gobbled.
That was me.
Then somebody spotted an axe by the door, and she asked Farmer McNugget what it was for. With a blink of his eye and a twist of his head, the old farmer told a grim tale of dread. Dun dun dun. Tonight, said McNugget, these feathery beasts will be chopped up and roasted for Thanksgiving feasts. The children stood still as tears filled their eyes. Then they clamored aloud in a chorus of cries. Why are the children crying? Raise your hand.
Because they cut.
No, raise your hand. Why are they crying, Jocelyn?
Let's do it this way.
Paging Jocelyn.
Hey, Jocelyn.
Eyes on Jocelyn.
Eyes on Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, why are these kids crying?
Because they can't
Khalil.
miss
I have some people that just do not know how to sit properly for a lesson. I love how Brandy is sitting, and Andre and Braden. We don't get up and get in somebody's face when they're answering a question. We put our eyes and ears on Jocelyn. Jocelyn, why are these kids crying? because Farmer McNugget is going to do what? He's going to cut the turkeys up?
Yes.
Anybody thinking the same thing? He's going to cut
cut
the
his
turkey?
head off.
Joel, you want to add to that?
I predict that the farmer is going to chop
Poor little turkeys. Let's see what's going to happen. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's see. Oh, dear, cried McNugget.
chop up Jason.
Did I miss something?
No.
Oh, dear, cried McNugget. Now what shall I do? So he dashed to the well, and the teacher went too. And they fetched some water fresh from the ground in hopes that a swig might calm everyone down.
Like a stuff showing.
And when they returned to quiet the matter, the children were calmer and mysteriously fatter. The boys and girls drank up their drinks in the hay, then thanked old McNugget and waddled away. What's going on here?
What's the next thing?
Angel, what happened?
They drink too much water and they get fat.
They drank too much water and they got fat. Look closely at the picture. Brayden, what do you think happened?
They look like big. I know. The turkey has.
Wait, Brayden has the floor, guys.
I predict that I see feathers coming up, so I would think that's going to be turkeys.
Jocelyn's thinking the same thing. We're not yelling out. We're using hand signals in this class. Jerry, do you want to say something?
I disagree with Brayden because I'm hiding the turkeys because you don't want to eat them, don't want to keep them and put them in the house.
Okay, so you kind of agree with Brayden. You agree with Brayden. Brayden said that they're hiding those turkeys under their clothes. They want to save the turkeys, right? Jarius, why do they want to save the turkeys?
Because he wants his family to see it.
He wants his family to see the turkeys?
No,
Anybody else want to add to this? Anybody want to say something? Joel, what do you want to say?
I disagree with Jerry because I think
Jarvis. I'm sorry, Joyla. Go ahead, baby.
I disagree with Jerry because they don't want the man to chop the turkey.
Very good. They don't want the man to chop the turkeys. They want to save the turkeys. Let's see what's going to happen. They limped to the school bus, all huffing and puffing. It's not easy to walk with hot turkey stuffing. And then, as the school bus drove off in the night, McNugget looked round. Not a turkey in sight. He's looking.
I see feathers.
He's saying, what happened to my turkeys? Where are the turkeys, guys?
They got shirts.
In their shirts. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and the stars up above shone down on a school bus abounding with love.
Oh.
The very next evening, 8 families were blessed. That means they're thankful. They were blessed with 8 fluffy Thanksgiving turkeys as guests. They feasted on veggies with jelly and toast, and everyone was thankful. The turkeys were the most. So each one gave thanks for love and for living, and they all had a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving.
Look at the big turkey.
The end.
Can you read it again?
So wait, I want to know, why were the turkeys thankful? Raise your hand. Why were the turkeys just so thankful? Shanaja, why were the turkeys thankful? Paging Shanaja.
Paging Shanaja.
Eyes on Shanaja.
Eyes on Shanaja.
Why were the turkeys thankful? Anybody want to help Shania? Kenny, why were the turkeys thankful?
Because they had a good time.
They had a good time. Jarvis, why were they thankful? Jordan.
They were happy that the turkey didn't get chopped up.
They were thankful because they didn't get chopped up and eaten, right? Thank goodness those kids went on that field trip and saved those turkeys. If they didn't go on that field trip and save those turkeys would have been eaten. Farmer McNugget would have gone with the axe and chopped their heads off and cooked them. They're very thankful that they did not get eaten. Yeah, that would have been a disaster, huh?
I would miss the turkey.
I'm going to miss the turkeys too.
Keep on, eat them up.
All right, guys, I want you to go to your desk, pull out your journals and a pencil.